Welcome to G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel, my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And my boy Matt, definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, this is a fun topic for me. It's been a hot topic on the channel, and this is probably going to be the last time I talk about this, but I just wanted to cap it off with this video. This is just in response to a lot of the people that I've been talking to in the comment section in regards to this issue. And that's the whole Tank Davis, Tevin Farmer situation. I've had several videos on this topic. Basically, I had a lot of comments from a lot of different people in regards to whether Tevin Farmer should have taken a $2 million offer from Mayweather Promotions for a pay-per-view fight with Tank Davis. And for the people that don't know, let me just give you a little recap. Mayweather Promotions was planning on doing a Tank Davis, Tevin Farmer pay-per-view. Mayweather Promotions offered Tevin Farmer $2 million, allegedly, for the fight. Tevin Farmer allegedly turned it down. Now, on the flip side, DAZN offered Tank Davis $5 million. Mayweather Promotions turned that down. Both fighters turned down money, but the topic seemed to be Tevin Farmer was a fool for turning down $2 million. That was the consensus, and everybody was like, Tank Davis is going to see $5 million in his future for a fight. Say, granted, fair enough. I think Tank Davis is a star right now. I think he has a potential to be a superstar in this game if they play their cards right, and continues to win, of course. But here's the question, and this is just a question that I just want to kick around. And Tevin Farmer's from the city. I'm from Philly. He's from Philly. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I love defensive fighters that can turn up on offense as well. So Tevin Farmer is definitely one of my favorite fighters. The question is, if people feel like Tevin Farmer was a fool for turning down $2 million for a Tank Davis pay-per-view, the question is, do you think Tevin Farmer will ever make $2 million in a fight that doesn't involve Tank Davis' name? Now let's kick that around for a quick minute. The question again is, will Tevin Farmer get a $2 million payday for one night, one fight, and Tank Davis' name is not attached to it? Now, when you think about it on the surface, you would think, hell no, like, Tevin Farmer ain't seeing no $2 million. Tevin Farmer ain't seeing $1 million. That's the thought when you hear the question. But hey, let's break it down. Now, who's a few guys that Tevin Farmer could legitimately fight that can bring some money in? One fight, Lomachenko. Tevin Farmer, Lomachenko. That's a money fight for the lower weight classes. Like, we all know, lower weight classes don't see the type of money as heavier weight classes. That's just what it is. Once you get below 147 pounds, welterweight, junior welterweight, the paydays get a lot smaller unless you like big time. And that's why this is such a fun topic, because the fact that Tevin Farmer was even offered $2 million by Mayweather Promotions, it tells me that his value is $2 million. Mayweather Promotions believed that his worth was $2 million. And that's why they offered it to him. So that's why I find it funny that people say like, oh, well, you know, he's a fool for turning down $2 million. The rival promoter offered him $2 million. I need for people to grasp that. I'm looking past whether Tevin Farmer should have took it or not. Floyd Mayweather offered Tevin Farmer $2 million for a pay-per-view fight. So whether Tevin Farmer was smart or not for taking it, Floyd Mayweather already stated that he was willing to pay $2 million. So to Tevin Farmer, he's probably thinking, hell, I'm worth $2 million because I was offered $2 million. That's why I said in the previous video, let that man negotiate his worth. So now this video is for the simple purpose of asking, do you think Tevin Farmer can get $2 million in a fight that does not involve Tank Davis? If he fights Vasyl Lomachenko, I don't know if he gets $2 million for a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. I don't know if he gets $2 million. I don't know if Bob Arum would pay Tevin Farmer $2 million. I don't think so. Could he get $1 million for that fight? Absolutely. Absolutely, he can get $1 million for that fight. Let's take another guy that's mentioned with Tank Davis, Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr., Tevin Farmer. Could Tevin make $1 million for that fight? I would say no. Could he make about $750,000 for that fight? Absolutely. Absolutely. He could make $750,000 for Gary Russell. Now that's under normal circumstances. I'm talking about not on DAZN. Both examples, Vasyl Lomachenko and Gary Russell, not on DAZN. Tevin Farmer could make about $1 million for Lomachenko. He can make about $750,000 for Gary Russell Jr. You have other guys at 130 and 135. Let's just take a Teofimo Lopez. He probably could make about $750,000 for Teofimo Lopez if it's not on DAZN. The key to this example, these examples, is not on DAZN. That's the key to this question. Can Tevin Farmer make $2 million without Tank Davis' name attached? Yes, he can. But only on DAZN. Only on DAZN. DAZN is paying Tevin Farmer a pretty good amount of money for guys that don't have a name. Like, he's making like, I think $600,000-$700,000. Like, I think his last fight he made like $600,000-$700,000. DAZN is paying that money out. DAZN is paying that money out. So the answer to the question is yes, Tevin Farmer can make $2 million without Tank Davis' name. The person or the company that's writing the check, in order for that to happen, has to be DAZN. If it's Lomachenko and Tevin Farmer on DAZN, he's getting $2 million. If it's Tevin Farmer, Gary Russell Jr. on DAZN, he's getting $2 million. If it's Tevin Farmer, Devin Haney on DAZN, DAZN is going to pay him $2 million. the key for Tevin Farmer is the network, which goes back to the original point that everybody was telling me. They said Tevin Farmer should have taken the $2 million. The fact that Tevin Farmer turned down $2 million and it wasn't on DAZN, Tevin Farmer was probably thinking, hey, if Floyd is offering $2 million and is not on DAZN, and I know DAZN is overpaying, I can probably get 2.5 if I can get an opponent maybe not as hot as Tank Davis, but maybe not far off, which Gary Russell's and, names like that. I could probably get DAZN to pay me more than $2 million. See, I can understand where Tevin Farmer's coming from, but the bottom line is DAZN haven't had good luck in terms of bringing big time opponents that are not like DAZN, like have a contract with DAZN, over to DAZN for like a one-off. Like if they just wanted to get a big time fighter that's signed to Al Heyman or let's just say Bob Arum, just to fight on DAZN one time as a one-off. You don't have no options, no nothing. It's just a one-off. DAZN hasn't had much success in doing that. Point blank, period. The biggest name to come over to DAZN that wasn't affiliated with DAZN was Danny Jacobs for the Canelo fight. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Tevin Farmer's name is linked to DAZN. Tevin Farmer is probably going to use DAZN to try to get the biggest bag possible. Bottom line is, can DAZN actually get an opponent that would warrant them to pay Tevin Farmer $2 million for a fight? That's the real question. We'll see what happens as far as what DAZN can do. But until that happens, then yes, Tevin Farmer probably should have taken the deal from Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions. I mean, it's been hyped up for years. The build-up is there. Baltimore, Philly. It's not like it was a low-ball offer. Like, I don't think it was a low-ball offer at all. Any guy that doesn't fight at 147 or higher is getting a contract for over $1 million, 1.5. That's not a low-ball deal. Like, for a guy that's 130 pounds to get offered $2 million in this day and age, in this landscape in boxing, that's not a low-ball offer. That is not a low-ball offer at all. So hopefully Tevin Farmer and DAZN can get an opponent over to DAZN where it's a big enough fight to where it would warrant a big payday for Tevin Farmer, and it'll give him justification for not taking that Tank Davis fight. We just gonna have to wait and see. But Tevin Farmer not taking the Tank Davis fight falls along the same lines, not as bad, but along the same lines as Amir Khan not fighting Kell Brook. It's along those lines, not as bad, but along those lines at the end of the day. So I'm wishing nothing but the best for both guys. I hope Tevin Farmer gets his $2 million plus for a fight, and I hope Tank Davis gets $5 million or more for a fight. I think both of those guys are very talented. Two of my favorite fighters to watch in the game. Even though Tevin Farmer's from my city, I don't have no picks. I just wanted to see a great fight, and I think Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer would have been a great fight. I'm hoping that it happens in the future. It looks unlikely, but until Tevin Farmer gets another name in the ring and he makes over $2 million, people will always say that he should have took the $2 million for basically a grudge match that he wanted anyway. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.